Well, hello from Nashville, Tennessee, better known as Music City, USA. Today we're at Opry Mills. We're getting ready to go inside to Madam Tussauds Wax Museum to check out some of the Wax Museum exhibits. This should be very interesting.
It should be, especially since most of the ones in here are country music stars. That's my understanding.
That's my understanding too, and you know how we love country music, so hopefully we'll get to see some of our favorite artists inside today. Y'all stay tuned. Hello, I'm Johnny Cash. Here we have Bob Dylan with his harmonica wrapped around his neck. I really love the way they got the little placards telling you information that's shaped like guitar picks. Right here we have Muddy Waters. Playing the piano we have Duke Ellington. Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You.
My favorite song she ever did was doing Dolly's song.
She did a Dolly Parton song, made it famous.
Voice.
King of country music, Mr. George Strait himself.
Hey David, do you think you could sing a couple of George Strait songs if I named one?
I don't know, depends on which one you name.
Why don't you get over there with him, we'll try this. David has no idea, he had no idea I was going to do this. How about The Chair?
The Chair. Well, excuse me, but I think you got my chair.
The Fireman.
Well, they call me the Fireman, that's my name. WSM Radio Tower, 6:50 a.m., Nashville, Tennessee. Now we're stepping into what appears to be some type of house. Let's go and check this out. They got some kind of video showing. I love the sofas they have in here. Here's Mr. Hank Williams Sr. himself. Back in the day, he would sing a song, something about your cheating heart. There's old Hank Sr.
I like the family photo you got.
There's little Hank Jr. sitting on his lap. Little Bo Cephas. Little Jimmy Dickens. He had this famous song about the bird of paradise fly up your nose. This is WSM sign, 6:50 a.m. in Nashville, Tennessee. Home of the Grand Ole Opry each and every Saturday night. Well, right here are some of the equipment that you would see at the radio station back in the day at WSM 650. Right here's radio dial where you can tune in your favorite station. They got all the controls. And here's all the equipment. This right here where the tapes would go with the music back in the day that you'd be hearing over the radio being played. All kind of interesting knobs and gadgets. Well, right here, folks, George Jones. George was an icon back in his day. George had a couple nicknames. They used to call him the Possum. Also, they called him No Show Jones. He missed more than one show. Used to get drunk, not show up. Here's Tammy Wynette. She was considered the first lady of country music. At one time, she was married to George Jones. Tammy, she was known for her most famous song probably was Stand By Your Man. They've got the control board just like you would see in your music studio here, folks. You can turn up the bass, the volume, whatever you need to do. Also have the mic that you can communicate to your singer in the studio. Right now we've got this young lady come all the way from Appomattox, Virginia to record her first song. And she's going to be singing with the famous Patsy Cline. All right, here we have Carly Jean O'Brien with her famous debut song, I'm Crazy. I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. Patsy Cline, she had a voice of her own. She was killed way too soon in a plane crash. Here we have Kenny Rogers, who we lost last year in 2020.
One of my favorite. Here he is dressed up for his role as the Gambler in the Gambler movies. Kenny had so many hits, so much talent, just an amazing singer.
I can remember we went to see Kenny one time in concert, and I can remember that he told a man on the front row, you probably don't want to be here, do you? He said, I tell you what I'll do. Every song you can name that I sung, I'll give you a $100 bill. And man, he won a little money, but I don't think he took home a lot, did he?
I would have won a lot.
Well, folks, this is Randy Travis.
The one and only.
The one and only.
Now, David, you've had a lot of people to tell you through the years, especially when you were younger and your hair was a little longer,
right,
that you look like Randy Travis.
I know people used to tell me I look like Randy Travis a lot, but I never did see it myself. But I wouldn't mind having Randy Travis's money he had back in the day. He was a very well-known singer. He had numerous hits, especially when he first started out, his first album, The Storms of Life. I can remember listening to that all day long. Such songs as 1982, On the Other Hand. Then he came out with Forever and Ever, Amen. Just a slew of hits.
Yeehaw! Look over here. We got the General Lee and Waylon Jennings. And just a minute ago, when we were over looking at Randy Travis, I heard Mamas Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys. And that's got to be one of Waylon's biggest hits. But he's also so well known for doing
the theme song to the Dukes of
Hazzard, and also the voice when you would hear the commentary in the Dukes of Hazzard.
The balladeer for the Dukes of Hazzard TV show. Used to watch him watch that show every Friday night back in the 80s. One of my favorite TV shows still to date.
And you can see you've got a General Lee coming through the wall there.
Something is wrong with you, General Lee.
I know.
As you notice, the Confederate flag is missing.
It is. You know, I don't like to get political because I love everyone, but I have always enjoyed the show, and it just doesn't look right without the flag, but still glad to be able to see it and to see Waylon Jennings.
Well, here we are with Minnie Pearl.
Howdy!
That was a line that Minnie Pearl made famous. Used to see on the Grand Ole Opry. She was famous for her hats with the price tag still attached.
Just an amazing comedian.
Tell you what.
Bring laughter to everyone. This is so lifelike.
It looks just like she was standing there in person.
Ready to yell out how.
Here's the backdrop for the Grand Ole Opry radio show.
Here is the beautiful and talented Loretta Lynn, the coal miner's daughter.
From Butcher Hollow, Kentucky. Now Loretta, she was another lady that had a pile of hits. Some of my favorites include Coal Miner's Daughter, Fist City, You're not woman enough to take my man. A very talented singer and songwriter. Let's go inside the Nashville recording studio and see what's going on. Here we have some very talented folks here. This right here is the king of rock and roll, Mr. Elvis Presley. Elvis was known for some famous songs like Blue Suede Shoes, the Jailhouse Rock, I'm All Shook Up, Love Me Tender. The list just keeps going on and on. Elvis is the only solo performer to have been inducted into the Rock and Roll, Country, and Gospel Hall of Fames. Next we have Jerry Lee Lewis on the piano.
Got a battle going on here.
Here we have Carl Perkins. All right, Johnny, let's do more Folsom Prison Blues. I hear that train a-comin'. It's coming around the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. Hey, Carly, what y'all gonna sing today?
I fell into a burning fire, went down, down, down as flames went high, and it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire.
Johnny Cash sold more than 90 million records worldwide and is one of the best-selling music artists of all time. You can see the truck is backed up to the stage. Get ready to unload the equipment. Here we have Jimi Hendrix. At Lucille's Bar with the Mr. B.B. King, folks. Here we're coming into the Soul Lounge. Here we have Diana Ross with a very reflective looking dress. As you can see, the light hits it, sparkles all over the floor. Over here dressed in all orange, we have Aretha Franklin with a gold microphone. Here's Stevie Wonder. Here's Marvin Gaye. We're in the jazz room now, folks. We're outside of the Bluebird Cafe. Here we have Keith Urban. But here we have Deacon Claiborne and Cindy.
Hey, Deacon, where's Raina James?
Most of y'all may know him from the TV show Nashville, which was filmed about the city that we are actually in right now. Here we have Ozzy Osbourne. We have a jukebox. Here we have Jerry Garcia. you notice he got half a finger's missing? Here is the boss, Bruce Springsteen.
Born in the USA.
Where was you born?
Born in the USA. All right, here comes Cash.
Here we are with Janis Joplin. Now here we have Michael Jackson. Michael, he had a string of hits too. One of his favorites of mine was Billie Jean, Beat It, Thriller.
So much talent.
Had some unique moves Michael used to do. One of them was the moonwalk.
Good job, O'Brien. Not exactly, but good try.
Part two of tennis shoes on. Elton John.
All sparkling.
And Justin Timberlake. We have Katy Perry from American Idol. You may see her with Lionel Richie and Luke Bryan on the famous TV show. Here we have Miley Cyrus. What song does she sing, Carly? And she's coming in on a wrecking ball. Bruno Mars. Here we have Beyonce. She was a member of Destiny's Child as the lead singer.
And then she went solo and became a huge, huge superstar.
Here's Alvin and Chipmunks. Well, here is Luke Bryan. This is one of Carly's favorite artists. He sings your favorite song, doesn't he, Carly?
Hunting, fishing, living every day. That's why country
Do I have anything in my teeth?
Thank God he made me this way. Hunting, fishing, living every day.
Tim McGraw. Well, here we're just sitting back chilling with Blake Shelton. We're thinking about going to his restaurant, Old Red's. Here we have Faith Hill.
There was also a photographer there taking pictures from every conceivable angle. Next came out of a box.
Here we're all on the stage of the Grand Ole Opry, folks. Tonight we're going to have Reba McEntire, Eric Church, Trisha Yearwood, Jason Aldean, Carrie Underwood, and Alan Jackson performing live here tonight. Eric Church, Trisha Yearwood, Jason Aldean, Carrie Underwood, Alan Jackson, and then Reba McEntire.
When it comes to brains, you got to shorten of the stick. And she just don't care. She'll follow that Tommy anywhere. She's in love with the boy. She's in love with the boy.
Well, that was a lot of fun.
It was. I really enjoyed it.
Interesting seeing some of the wax figures, and they look so realistic.
Yeah, some of them, they do, like they right in the room with you. They look so authentic.
We had a chance to talk to one of the employees that we met, and we were asking her about a few people that we kind of missed in the museum. And I want you to do me a favor. I want you, if you're watching, if there's somebody you'd like to see in they want to be. Like the Johnny Cash's, I know both of those are Pembroke, and I mentioned that to her, and she says, well, they kind of what they want. And in Nashville, a lot of the costumes that you see on the wax figures are actually donated. One example is the Lauren. She sent that outfit that you have on the cover of a magazine in Nashville. So I would tell you a few people that I miss. One was Conway Twitty, because when it comes to country music and it comes to #1 hits, Conway is on the top of my list, and I love him. And I was surprised he wasn't in there. Another one is my favorite singer, Toby Keith. I love Toby, and he is a mega star, and he was not in there. And a third one, I'm going to stop there because I could go on and on because we love country music so much, was the group Alabama. Those boys from Fort Payne, Alabama, they are country. Think about all the years that they were the group of the year and all those #1 hits. Yes, it just, if you've ever seen them in concert, just so amazing. And not just that they're such good singers, but the fact that they influence so many of today's singers. So that was another group that I'd like to see. How about you, Dad? Who would you like to see?
But I would love to see Keith Whitley.
Yes.
I love Keith Whitley's music. He was taken away too soon. And talking about groups, another group, Brooks and Dunn. Brooks and Dunn, they had a lot of hits. I can remember seeing them in concert, enjoyed the music. Also, Conway, like you mentioned earlier. Conway was one of my favorite entertainers of all time. I would really love to see a Conway Twitty wax figure with that famous finger. He always would take it and twirl that finger when he finished singing a song.
Which also reminds me of Bruce Campbell, because he kind of had a move like that. He would have been good to have it.
Yes, he would have.
And I was kind of surprised when Nelson was not in there, just because he's an icon.
Earl Haggard.
Earl Haggard, Dolly Parton. And I think they are reaching out to some of these people they haven't on the list. So that's why I think we'll be interested.
Well, if you have been to this wax museum here in Nashville before, please comment and let us know what you thought of it. And also, please mention some of the stars that you would love to see fixed up in wax museum figurines.
And make sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our latest and greatest videos. See you next time.
Thank y'all for watching.
God
Bye-bye.
bless.
God bless.